Hi there. In this video we'll be covering what legacy do I want to leave. It can be so powerful and so special to leave a legacy, and doing so will fill you with so much purpose. By the end of this video you will learn how meaningful it can be to help others, to be a mentor, and a great way that you can preserve your legacy. And stay tuned until the end of the video for a free opportunity. Let's dive in. It can be so special to think about people who've left a legacy. You know, people who did great things, are doing great things. You know, I think about the basketball player Dikembe Mutombo, who passed away, in the past year or so. And he was a great basketball player, but he was an even better humanitarian, and giving back to the world and just being a massive presence. I think about somebody like Milton Hershey, the chocolate company founder, who gave back and developed a school for children, for underprivileged children. Like, there's so much that we can all do to build legacies. And they don't need to be massive, huge things. They can be very simple things. They can be very basic things that can have a huge impact for people that we're connected with, and sometimes even people that we don't even know. When thinking about your journey and thinking about your story and thinking about the path that you've been on, in what ways can you give back? How can you turn backward and help people who are in maybe a similar situation you were in a couple years earlier? How can you share things with the world? How can you have an impact in your local community? I think it's great for us all to ask those questions, especially in times of need, to be able to challenge ourselves to do more, to give back, to give our time, to give our ideas, to give our energy, to give our resources. It's so simple to donate money to charity and say, okay, I've done something, and that's certainly something. But what more can we do? Maybe it's donating your time to a food kitchen or something like that. Maybe it's developing a scholarship program at your college where you went to school to help people who might just need a little lift. It's great to be able to think about the ways in which we can help, and there's so many different ways. Being a helper, maybe there's a community program that you can get associated with and donate your time and your effort. That's a great way to leave a legacy. You hear about these people who've been associated with different services for 25, 30, 40 years, and that's 35, 40 years of giving back and helping people. To be a helper, to be somebody that people refer to you as somebody who can help. It's great to be a helper. In what ways can you help? In what ways can you be a helper? It's awesome to be a mentor. Mentorship is a really powerful thing, and I think it's important for us to think about how we can be mentors to other professionals or other students in our space. I think about some of the people that I mentored during my days in journalism or as a book ghostwriter. And I love those connections. I love the opportunity to share my ideas and share my vision and share my experiences with somebody else, to help them along their path, to help them make the better decisions, to help them learn from the mistakes that you made. We all have made mistakes somewhere along the way, and it's a great chance for us to share those things, to share the lessons we've learned. Because if we don't share them, those things go to waste. It's a really wasted opportunity, if we have all these lessons and ideas and we don't share them with anybody else. And we just carry on forward, without thinking about anybody else or sharing those lessons. If those lessons don't get passed on, they're not as strong as they could be. It's so much more powerful when we can, think about sharing our lessons with others and helping them avoid some of the pitfalls that we've faced. And maybe that comes through in one-to-one conversations. Maybe that comes through in a mentorship program. Maybe that comes through in a local business group that you're a part of. Whatever the case may be, it's great to be able to connect with mentors and proteges and, be able to give people guidance. I think it can be so powerful to think about the things that we wish we knew back then. And I was, in my 20s and on my professional rise, there's definitely lessons that I could have learned, and I keep that in mind, for the people that I connect with. Maybe there's something that can help them. I want to make this path easier for them, to help them make better decisions, and just really succeed and flourish. It's so powerful to forge a legacy based on family and community. These are really about the connections surrounding us. Being a part of the community means being active in the community. It's being known in the community, and carrying that, and you know, being that helpful presence, you know, being that person who goes out of their way for people, or that's somebody that people look to, you know, that you're a part of this. You know, I think we're all in this together, and that's one of the great things about community. Yeah, family, same thing. You know, I think about, you know, I have a son myself, and I think about, you know, imparting good lessons to him to make him a better part of the community at large, you know, to make him helpfully make the right decisions in life. You know, each of us is on our own journeys, but we can share lessons and share insights and perspectives, and it's really special to be able to see the things that I've learned along my journey coming back. You know, I'm reminded of different things that happened to me in my life and thinking, I get it now. I see it from a different perspective, and now I can use that as a lesson and something to learn, to teach somebody else about. It's a great opportunity for us to look inward and see where the opportunities are for us to give back and have our biggest impact. One of the best ways to reinforce and cement your legacy is something that I do in my professional capacity. It's working with people to help them write their books. Writing a book is a great way to get your story told and share your message. And this isn't always about fame and success and all those sorts of things. It's really about getting the words down and being able to share it. You know, because ultimately, in order to have a legacy, you need to be able to share it in some way. And this isn't about self-promotion. It's something else entirely. I'm really talking about being able to get the stories and ideas down to be able to pass them on. That doesn't need to be a showy or promotional thing. It can be a really substantial and impactful thing, but getting the words down and having a mechanism to share your message to build your legacy, it's crucial. Because if you don't get those words down, again, it's a missed opportunity. You know, it's a missed chance to be able to document all these things and get your story told in the right way, but to impart these lessons and be able to pass them on. When you think about passing on a legacy, I really do think that books are intertwined with that, because books are something that carry down through the generations. You know, you could write a book and somebody's learning from it 100 years later. I think that's so impactful to be able to have a message that resonates and carries forward, and a book is a great way to do that. If you want to learn more about what legacy do I want to leave, there's so many tips and insights that I'd love to share with you. So what I want you to do is head to my website. It's goodghostwriter.com. You can click the link below. And there you can book a strategy call with me. I'd love to talk, to learn more about your story, the legacy that you're hoping to create, and potentially if a book is something that you want to consider. Remember, a good book can change your life. I'm Dan Good. Thanks for watching.